Welcome to Beginner Breakdown Flow. I'm Jake Gilmore. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you. I got a lot of air quotes going on here, but that's all right. No worries. So we're going to start out again like with a bolster or the really strong cushion, and you'll need some blocks with you or the books. Just for all your support today. Let's begin seated on our bolster or our couch pillow and begin to root down to our sit bones. Let's inhale those shoulders up towards the ears and roll them back. Let's pay attention to this chin here. Maybe it's jutting forward a little bit. On the exhale, let's bring that chin back up and notice how everything kind of follows suit. You find a little bit of synergy there. And let's begin to breathe with intention here. Inhale through the nose. Fill up the stomach. Out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Fill up the belly and the lungs. Exhale through the mouth. Continue that breathing. And begin to check in with the bottom of your feet, your toes, the pads of your feet into your heel, into the arch of your feet. Up into your ankles. Staying with that intentional breath. Into your calves in front of your shins. Just feeling sensation. Maybe there's no sensation. Maybe you get a little bit of tingling. Maybe you need to readjust where the pads of your feet come together. Notice how that kind of lengthens out a little bit more on the inner thigh. And if that's feeling too much on your knees, you can always walk your feet a little bit closer. The main thing about your yoga practice is showing up for yourself, listening to yourself as we inhale. Getting in touch with your intuition, the way your body feels. If it doesn't feel right, how can you make it feel right? And just paying attention to your body, slowing things down. You make the comfort that you need. Up into our thighs, feeling of those sensations. Maybe just trying to flex your thighs a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Beautiful. Now check in with those sit bones, your hips. Again, just maybe your heart might be coming forward. Just find where you can kind of stack your spine. And we're not really too rigid here. We're not letting our lower back curve with our stomach coming towards the screen. Just find that good neutral seated posture. Interacting with your body. This is also, I would say, one of the hardest poses. To just breathe, sit still, and get grounded with yourself. Turning off what you need to eat. When was the last time you ate? Turning off the time and just being here in the stillness. This stillness is the true movement. One more breath in through the nostrils. And let's come forward. Let's take our pillow or a bolster, couch cushion, or the house pet. Whatever you're sitting on, let's just move it to the side. And let's come into this tabletop. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Let's inhale our spine up towards the ceiling, crown of the head towards the floor. Exhale, face comes forward, belly comes towards the floor, and flow through that. The only way to not do these poses right is if you're experiencing pain. Comfort, self-advocacy, self-love, and how about a cup of self-respect? And let's come to a flat spine. And from here, and also by the way, if your wrists start yelling at you, you always come up on your fist like that. And I always say this, you can always roll up your mat, elevating your wrists a little bit and giving a little bit more space within your wrists. So from here at this tabletop, let's inhale, looking back at our right foot. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, look back at the left foot. And come back to center. And let's just flow through that. Taking your time as fast as you want. Maybe one side's going to feel a little bit tighter than the other. And don't overthink the breath. It's easy to do. Just flow and move. Perfect job, guys. And let's come to a still spine. Let's enter into those cat-cows once again. Inhale the spine up towards the ceiling. Exhale, belly towards the floor. And flow. Play with it. Have fun. Maybe you feel your hips and your pelvis kind of tilting a little bit. That's good rock and roll there too. Inhale up. Own these movements, own your breath, and be in the moment. Have fun. And flat back. Inhale, look back at the right foot, and exhale back to center. Flow. Excellent job, guys. I don't even have to see you, and I know that you're doing a fantastic job. And let's come to that still spine. Let's extend that right leg out, splaying out the toes, like a deck of cards, and press that heel towards the floor. Notice how you feel that stretching within the calf there. That's good, but don't overdo it. Don't hyperextend. It's just kind of opening up your toes and all the great fascia stuff that's in the bottom of your foot. And press through. And bring that right leg, extend the left. Do the same thing. We're creating balance with these movements. Whatever you do to one side, we always do to the other. Yin and yang, the light and the dark, the balance. And let's bring in the left foot, extend the right. Maybe this time you find a little bit more spacing. Maybe look back at your toes. Maybe you find a little bit more space between those toes this time around. If so, congratulations. Bring in the right, extend the left. Excellent. Beautiful job. And bring in that left, meeting in the tabletop. Take your knees and walk them out to the edge of your mat a little bit. And if you have a little bit of knee issue, you can always take a blanket or a beach towel works awesomely too, and put them underneath your knees for the cushioning. So from here, we're going to let our sit bones, our bottom, go back towards our heels, walk our hands forward, come into our first child's pose of the day. And breathe. Now, if you have your block or your books, you can always stack your hands on top of that, let your forehead come towards the mat, and feel how it is stretching within the front of your shoulders up into your triceps. If you like it, awesome. If you don't, adjust and be an advocate for your body and practice some self-love. Now let's move that block out of the way, and let's walk our hands to the right side of the mat, opening up the left side of the body. Perfect. Next inhale, let's walk our hands back to the center of the mat and do a body check. Make that comparison. How does it feel? Maybe at this time, you feel as though your knees can walk out a little bit more to the side of the mat, so maybe you can come up. And this will really get on the inner thighs. And now we kind of enter into a little bit of like a frog pose. And again, if this is a little bit too much, but you feel like you want to take it a little bit further, you can always take that beach blanket, the towel, just a blanket within itself, and place it right between your legs, and it'll give you a little bit of height up off the floor. And you can still get that stretch within the groin area there. I love these poses when I can feel my stomach either on the top of my legs, my thighs, or the ground, because then I can really feel myself breathing, that I know that I'm using all the capabilities of my stomach as a kind of bellows with my lungs. Now let's walk those hands back up underneath our wrists. We can press up, walk those knees back a little bit closer. Let your sit bones go back towards your heels. Walk the hands back out. And let's walk the hands to the left side of the mat, opening up the right side of the body. And let's come up, walk our hands back to the center, and let's chill out here for a couple of breaths. Inhale through the nose. That's 1, 2, 3. And walk those hands back up underneath the shoulders. Come up in that tabletop. Walk the knees out to the edge of the mat. Go back down into that frog pose, walking the hands forward. And find some more space there. Excellent. Good job. Great job. Next inhale, let's walk those hands back up underneath the shoulders, press up, and walk the knees back in towards one another a little bit. Let your hips come back down towards your heels. Hands walk forward. Excellent, excellent. Now let's come back up to that tabletop, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And from here, let's extend the right leg, followed by the left, meeting in this plank. Now from here, with your wrists underneath your shoulders, make sure that your bottom isn't up in the air, and pay attention to the fact that you're not sagging into it. Try to get that rigidity there. And if you need to, you can always come down your knees. This still gets that same effect done. So from that plank, let's inhale our hips up and back in our first downward facing dog. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
being aware that the bottom of your palm, the top of your palm, and your fingertips are into the mat. It's like you're opening up a jar of pickles, as it were. And let's begin to bend those legs, letting your stomach come towards the top of your thighs, and flex back out. Stomach towards the thighs, and flex back out. And let's begin to cycle those feet. Great job. Now let's come back down onto our knees, meeting in that tabletop. Again, let's extend the right leg, follow the left. Inhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's look up to the top of the mat, aka towards the screen, and let's slowly walk to the top of the mat. And from the top of the mat, let's place our hands on our shins, let's press up, slowly begin to straighten our legs, crown of the head towards the screen, and see how that really engages the back of your thighs there. It's a good thing, like Martha Stewart said. And from here, let's inhale through the nose, exhale, begin to bend your knees a little bit and come to that forward fold. And let your stomach come onto the top of your thighs here. Maybe find a little bit more of a length here too, from the bottom of your spine. And breathe. Place those hands right on the shins or on your knees. Inhale up into a flat back. Slowly begin to straighten those legs. Ground the head towards the screen. And exhale back down. Maybe kind of play with softly, slowly, but not fully, extending those legs. Keeping a little bit of a bend, maybe find a little bit of a sway here, and feel that how that engages the back of your hamstrings through here. Maybe grab each opposite elbow. Let your forehead rest on your forearm. Great, great, great. And let's return to stillness. Let your hands hang down, your head hang. You should be able to shake your head, yes. Feel that in the top of your trapezius muscles there, right at the base of your neck. Next inhale is slowly come up one vertebrae at a time into our first standing mountain pose of the class. Beautiful job. Meeting in that mountain pose. Now, look down at my feet if you will, please. See how I'm picking up my toes up off the mat and it sends me back onto my heels. We want to splay out our toes there and creating a little bit more of a sturdiness within this mountain pose. But be mindful that you're not locking out your legs. Keep a small bend within those legs. Don't lock them out, small bend within your legs. Because if you lock them out, you could faint, you're gonna have a bad time. So sitting in this mountain pose, let's bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Let's roll them back and enter into these shoulder rolls. Awesome. Good job. Notice how the breath kind of comes with that. When the shoulders come up, the breath comes up with you. If you want to be really dramatic about it, ooh, bring those arms up and bring those arms up. It's such a big deal. We're making such a big deal out of the shoulder roll. And let's enter into the stillness. Bring those shoulders up and forward. See how that's kind of feeling within the trapezius muscle there? Awesome. Good job. And let's start getting bigger. Let's do the Hulk thing. We're getting all big and Hulk-like. Yeah, brother. There we go. Coming up. Coming up. And let's enter into our mountain pose. Wonderful job. Now from here, let's bring our right hand up. Let's place it on top of our head. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, slowly let your right ear come to your right shoulder and feel that pull within the neck. Beautiful, beautiful job. Release the right hand down. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, let your chin fall to your chest. Amazing, amazing. Great job. Next Next inhale, let your left ear roll to your left shoulder. Excellent. Be mindful that your right shoulder's not wanting to come up and meet your right ear. Let's try to keep those kind of horizontal with the floor. Next inhale, let's bring that left hand and softly place it on the right side of the head and pull right through there, gently and lovingly. Excellent. Next exhale, release that left hand. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let your chin fall to your chest. Awesome, awesome, awesome. At this moment, why don't you just have a look at your toes? Make that sound. Make the little frog sound on the mat. That's not me, it's my toes. Excellent, excellent. And we're getting enough of that stuff. So, rock back into our heels, pick up our toes up off the mat. We're gonna come down and next inhale, let's come up. Excellent, mountain pose. Beautiful job, beautiful job. Inhale our arms up like a T. Inhale again. Exhale, let's just twist out. Awesome. Looking out over that left shoulder. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, come right back to center. Awesome, let your arms come down. Take this moment to compare side bodies, right? Inhale those arms back up to the T. Palms facing down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, turn opposite side. Excellent. And breathe. You should be feeling this a little bit within your abs there. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, return back to center and release those arms. Great job. Beautiful job. Now from here, let's inhale our arms up. Palms come together. Now we're going to reach up and out of our hips. Exhale, down to the left here. Awesome. Feeling that through the back, right side body. And make sure that this left shoulder, this armpit here, isn't away from the screen. Next inhale, to slowly bring that armpit towards the screen. Awesome. Inhale up, release, cactus. And seal it. Good job. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Balance, right? Come into balance. Inhale those arms up. Tighten up. Exhale. Don't hold your breath. Beautiful. Inhale up. Release. Cactus and seal it. Great job. Let's go through that one more time. Inhale those arms up, big, dramatic. Hands come together. Inhale, tighten up and out of our hips. Exhale, down to the left side. Beautiful. Biceps by the ear. Strong, 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 strong. And we're breathing. Inhale up, release, cactus. Beautiful. Seal it. Now, when we're coming into those cactuses, like just be mindful of how those elbows are coming up and back. It's opening up your heart. You're giving your heart to the world. And we seal it, right? Man, I can feel that within my front delts, my shoulders. Inhale up. Tighten up. Beautiful job. And breathe, 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 breathe. Inhale up, release, and seal it. Great job, everyone. Now, let's take our feet to the edges of the mat, kind of come down a little bit low, and let's just stir the air. Be mindful of your pets, significant others, or maybe not the significant others. Maybe you want to slap them around a bit. Jokingly, lovingly, right? A little bit in the Tai Chi, they do a little bit of the, go into a little bit of a fist, and they bump. It's supposed to help with some blood flow, too. It's great, right? It's great. And let's return back to the mountain pose. Awesome. Recenter with the breath. Inhale through the nose, filling up that belly.
Exhale. Inhale, good, positive, sweetness, goodness. Exhale, negative. Beautiful job. Now, let's lift up our right leg. Let's send it back. So, we're looking from here and this line. And just be mindful that our knee to come to about a 90-degree angle. And if not, that's fine. You can stay here, you can stay here, or you can stay here. Be strong, be an advocate, love yourself. So from here, we want our knee to be stacked over our ankle. Here's the ankle, this is the knee. We want them stacked above one another. We don't want this knee right here to go left or right or in front. Everything is stacked. So let's inhale those arms up, biceps by the ears. And again, if your knee's getting a little bit of issue, come up straight and you can lift up this back leg and it'll take you into a low lunge, but it might be gentler and kinder on your hips and your knee. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, left arm comes forward and we track that right arm down that right leg. Beautiful, beautiful job. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's take that right hand. Let's let it trace that right leg. Reverse the warrior. Inhale back up. Warrior 2. Straighten that front leg. Hands come to the hips. And let's step forward. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, 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 yes. So from here, let's pick up that left leg. Send it back. Again, just find your line. And if you ever need to, if this is too straight, you can always kick that back leg out. Finding your knee placement, inhale those arms up, warrior 1. Beautiful job. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, warrior 2. Awesome. Maybe we're jutting forward a little bit. Let's just inhale right in the center where everything is centered. Right in our hips, engaging our legs. Awesome. Left hand comes down the left leg. Inhale, right arm comes up and above. And inhale back up. Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg. Hands come to the hips. Step forward. Awesome. Let's shake it out. Awesome. Awesome job. Great job. And from here, let's do another set. Pick up that right leg. Send it back. Awesome. Inhale those arms up. Take your time and just play with the pose. Don't judge. Just show some love for yourself and just get in this moment and feel your body working. It's working for you. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Warrior 2. Perfect. Again, just making sure I'm not going out too much. Watching that knee a little bit. Let's reverse our warrior. Right hand on the right leg. And inhale back up. Warrior 2, straighten the front leg. Hands come to the hips, step forward. And yeah, left leg goes back. Finding your line, taking your time, showing patience and love for yourself. Inhale up. And I'm definitely tight, so my left armpit here is wanting to come back. And when I'm here, I really want to make sure that that's coming around. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, warrior 2. Great job. Left hand down the left leg, reverse warrior. Inhale back up. Straighten that leg, hands come to your hips and step forward and shake it out. Great job. So at the top of our mats, let's inhale our arms up and exhale forward fold. Find the ground, slight bend in the knees. Top of the head, the crown of the head towards the floor. Excellent. Hands on shins, press up, flat back. Slowly straighten those legs. Inhale through the nose. Exhale back into that forward fold. Inhale, slowly coming to the standing mountain pose. Awesome. Now from here, let's grow a tree. Let's root into that left foot, come into our little kickstand mode. And I always suggest that you should find a place about 3 to 6 feet in front of you, or where your ceiling and your walls meet, for the drishti, the focal point. It helps, trust me. Because if you're looking everywhere else, your body's going to go everywhere else. This is focus here. And let's make sure that our hips don't go out left to right. Got them stacked over this left leg. When you're ready, you can grow your tree. Inhale those arms up. Awesome. Good job. And you can willow, or you can be an oak. Awesome. And of course, you can always use like your chair or a wall, whatever you need. Let's inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Exhale, shake out that left leg. Good job. Yeah, there you go. Use it like that. Take my foot and press it back through there. It really gets to the top of the foot there. So let's root into this right leg. Come into our kickstand mode. Find our focal point. And when you're ready, grow your tree. Great job. Excellent. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, release, and shake it out. And from here, have your book or your block nearby. We're going to go to a low lunge here with a twist. So with that block, somewhere at the top of your mat, close to the screen, whichever, meeting in that mountain pose. And technically, I'm not really at the top of my mat. It's just a general direction, because you definitely want more space. Meeting at the top of our mat, inhale our arms up, slight back bend, exhale forward fold, finding the ground. Place hands on shins, come up into a flat back, and exhale down. Let's send a forward fold. Let's pick up the right leg, send it back, and you can always come down to your right knee. If you need to, you can take the block and use this as a stabilizer. I don't need it. Inhale that left arm up, and looking up at that left arm, entering in to low lunge twist. Next exhale, let that left arm come down and fall to your lower back, and pull that left shoulder open. Inhale, left arm up, circle down, bring the right foot up, meet in the forward fold. Place hands on shins, come up into a flat back. And exhale back down, find the floor, pick up that left leg, send it back. Inhale, right arm up. Good job. Next exhale, let that left hand come down to the lower back, opening up that right shoulder. Awesome. Inhale, left hand up, circle down, and step forward. Place hands on shins, come up to a flat back, and exhale back down. Place your hands on shins, press up to a flat back, and exhale back down. Send that right leg back. Right hand is on the floor. Inhale, left hand. Next exhale, left hand comes down to the lower back, opening up left shoulder. Inhale, left hand up, circles down, and bring the right leg up. Place hands on shins, come to a flat back. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, back down. Pick up the left leg, send it back. Left hand on the mat,
Inhale, right hand up into the air. Next exhale, right hand comes down to the lower back, opening up the right shoulder. Inhale, right hand up, circle right hand down. Step forward with the left foot, meeting forward fold. Place hands on shins, coming up to a flat back. Beautiful. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, back down. Let's send that right leg back, followed by the left, meeting in plank. Let's inhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Now, let's send that right leg up, heel towards the ceiling, strong shoulders. Look forward, bring that right knee up between the legs and settle in to your runner's pose. If you need to, always take your block and set underneath that sit bone. Maybe walk out a little bit, find some more depth here. And just breathe. Next inhale, let's bring those wrists, hands back up underneath the shoulders, engaging this back left foot. Press up, send that right leg back, meet in plank, or the modified plank. Inhale those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Excellent, excellent. Let's send the left leg up, heel towards the ceiling, making sure that we're not caving into that right shoulder. Strong shoulders, look forward, bring that left knee up between the hands, and settle into the other side of runner pose. Be mindful of your mind, the thoughts that you possess. Just reside here. Just be here with yourself. You're worth it. And let's bring those wrists back up underneath the shoulders, engaging the back foot, pressing up into that plank. Excellent. Inhale those hips up and back into downward facing dog. Look forward and let's slowly walk up to the top of the mat. Excellent. Maybe you find a little bit more depth and space between the vertebrae in your lower back here. Place your hands on your shins, come up to the flat back. Inhale and exhale, back down. Excellent. Let's send that right leg back, followed by the left, meeting in plank. Inhale those hips back into downward facing dog. Let's send the right leg up towards the ceiling, heel towards the ceiling. Looking forward, send that right leg up between the hands, and find your way to runner's pose. bring those hands back up underneath their shoulders, engaging the back left foot, pressing up. Send that right leg back, meeting in plank. Inhale the hips up, downward facing dog. And let's send that left leg up towards the ceiling, heels towards the ceiling. Strong shoulders, pressing through the arms. Look forward, bring that left knee up between the hands and settle in to runner's pose. And bring those hands back up underneath the shoulders, engaging the back foot, pressing up. Send the left foot back, meeting in the plank. And from this plank, again, you can always come back down to this variation. We're going to inhale through the nose. Exhale, slow lower. Bring those elbows in and hover. Hover, 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 and release. And let's press up into a modified cobra. Or be mindful of your lower back. You can always kind of engage those feet and lift those thighs up off the floor, and upward facing dog. And exhale down. Let your right cheek come down to the floor. Release those palms up towards the ceiling and breathe into the mat. Good job. 3 more breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Inhale those wrists and those hands back up underneath the shoulders. Inhale the hips back towards the heels, meeting in child. Slowly pulling those hands towards the top of the heads, engaging the feet. Inhale your hips up towards the ceiling, meeting in downward facing dog. And from here, let's just inhale through the nose. Exhale, slowly coming up into plank, just letting your heart come forward. You need to walk your hands out a little bit more so your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Engage, and let's slow lower. Exhale, slow lower, and hover, 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 and release. Left cheek towards the floor. Beautiful. Next inhale, let's come up, bring our hands back up underneath our shoulders, and let's press up into our cobra or upward facing dog. And release. Heart comes back to the floor. Send those hips back towards the heels, meeting in child's pose. And next inhale, let's come back up to the tabletop. Walking out, coming to a nice seated pose. Let's begin with our left foot out, left leg out, right foot comes into the inner thigh. Now, if you have a belt or maybe a sweater or something, take that sweater or the belt and you just throw it over in the front of your foot, just like so. And be mindful that your knee, the back of your knee, isn't being pressed towards the floor. No hyperextension, keep a little bit of space there. If you have issues with that, you can also take your towel or a shirt or whatever, even your water bottle that's got a good lid to it, where you press that right underneath it so that you're not hyperextending your knee. So, leaving that shirt or belt, whichever that you have there, let's inhale up and out of our hips, straight spine, Exhale, forward fold, finding that the belt or the shirt and just pressing through and pulling your heart toward your thigh. Feel that stretch in the lower back. Maybe even feel it in your lats through here. I do. Next exhale, slowly come up.
Send out the right leg. Left leg comes in. Again, if you need to, use that inhale up. Exhale, forward fold.
Finding the edges of the belt, pulling your heart towards your thigh, towards the floor. Next exhale, slowly come up.
Awesome. Great job. Now, let's set our belt or blanket or shirt or whatever's off to the side. Let's come to our back. From here, we're going to place our heels about 6 inches away from our sit bones. And our next inhale, we're going to inhale our hips up towards the ceiling, taking our hands, putting them together underneath our sit bones. Maybe you got to walk your shoulders in a little bit towards one another and pressing those tops of your knuckles towards the bottom of your feet. Chin towards the ceiling, hips towards the ceiling, and breathe. Release those hands, palms face down. Breathe. Now let's inhale through the nose. Exhale, slow, lower, and stop. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, slow, lower, stop right there in the middle. Now inhale through the nose. Exhale, slow, lower all the way down to the floor. Awesome. Walk your shoulders back down towards the floor, and let's let our feet come out, all the way out, and enter into Shavasana. Maybe place your hands on your stomach and breathe into your hands. Maybe your mind begins to wander. Just bring it back to the space and to your breath in this moment. Maybe find some words of kindness for yourself, of rejuvenating your home practice and dedicating yourself to a new you, to feeling better. Keep breathing into the floor. Inhale through the nose and the exhale through the mouth. Intention. was your intention for today's class? On your next exhale, let's roll to your side. Take 3 breaths there. Next exhale, slowly find your way to a seated position back on your mat, either with your bolster or your block or your couch cushion, whichever. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself today, and thank you so much on behalf of me and the staff at the Waynesville Yoga Center. Thank you so much for including us into your practice. You bless us with your online presence. Thank you so much. Namaste.